Welcome, 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 welcome back. Today is the official campaign rally of the Unity Party. They are operating under the slogan Rescue Nation. Who's sharing a live video? While we update the public, every issue relative to the campaign closer of the opposition Unity Party. It is equally important that we urge our supporters to stay peaceful throughout their jubilation. Let's stay peaceful. Let's remember that Nigeria is all that we have. Let's share the video. A few minutes from now, while we get up to connect with our reporter, we will be paying home for the astute partisan of the Unity Party, Sekou Sharif. Now, Senator Raleigh is for people in the bid to promote the presidential bid of Joseph Jima Bwaka. Let's keep sharing the live video. Mohammed Bani Khan is in the field. Very shortly, he will be joining us. And he will give us his full independent analysis as it relates to the momentum there. Let's keep sharing the live video. Let's remember to be peaceful. Let's remember that elections will come and go. But Liberia as a nation will remain. Let's keep sharing the live video. Let's keep sharing the live video. Let's share the live video. So let's give you an inspirational song from the man Kobasi. Nice song from Kubasi. After the completion of the song, the man secretary is beautifully seated in the home of innovation. Very inspirational, educative as well. This is a brilliant piece from the man Kubasi that shared the live video. These are the concerns we expect the electors to raise. Let's say no to election violence. I heard about damaging news from Nimba County in which other people go hurt. Let's remember to stay peaceful. So, okay, so we now have Sekou Sharif, uh, a loyalist of the Unity Party, and he has since been campaigning vigorously in the bid to support the presidential efforts of President, incoming president, as he called it, incoming President Joseph Joel Bwaka. So, Sekou, welcome to uh, this program.
Thank you so kindly for having me. I'm grateful, I'm elated, and I look forward to having a simple an issue-based conversation. I'm impressed by the setup here. You guys are doing fantastic piece of job. I must commend the management of Focus TV. You guys are very innovative. The last time I came, every time you have to come here, you see changes, you see new things. So I'm grateful and thanks for having me.
All right. So, where is the grand campaign rally, or some people say, someone could choose to say a campaign launch. You are beautifully dressed. What is the momentum you have observed so far relative to this particular or important activity organized by the folks from the Unity Party?
First of all, before going any further, I'd like to do a little bit of disclaimer here. I'd like to set the record very straight. I am not a member of the United Party. I am an opinion leader in different 13 in Liberia as a whole. I'm a former talk show host at FM 107.9, and I also serve as former youth leader of the CDC, the outgoing Coalition Coalition for Democratic Change. So far as the record stands, CDC was the only party that I took membership of, but now we are on a different mission, and that mission is far above political alignment or political ideology. So in this 2023 election, I'm supporting Joseph Nima Boakai for president.
What will I ask you? You being registered, you were a common registered member of the Coalitions of Democratic Change since you started getting very glued to politics, and the CDC has been the only political institutions who took membership on the basis something might happen. And something that has encouraged you to get registered with the Coalitions of Democratic Change. But why is it that as we move towards the political system, political atmosphere now, you are now supporting a different political institution that you are not, and you don't have no histories about.
And I like the point you raised when you talk about you being a member of the CDC or you supported the CDC, and what now the Unity Party or Ambassador Joseph Jima Boakai. For me, I don't know for others, but for me, I see politics from a very different perspective. I support a political party based on ideology. My support to the CDC was quite on the basis of the social contract that was signed between us. The CDC make me maybe to believe or to understand that they were masses driven party that came to power on the sweat and blood of the ordinary people. So on the basis, if you look at the structure of the city, or if you look at the city from its equivalency, from its the first stage, the city was basically established for the masses or the peasants in the group of Liberians, those who were considered as the downtrodden, the ordinary people. So the CDC was seen as a beacon of hope, as an inspiration for the ordinary people to see themselves involved into the governance process of the country. So I basically joined the CDC on the basis of those things that I just lamented on. So my support to the city was quite on the basis of the CDC delivering on agenda on the promises that the CDC made to the Nigerian people. So I did not join the CDC so that I can be a member of the CDC to death. No, I support you based on ideology or what you tend to do for the people of Liberia. So my style of politicking is quite based on love for country, and what we can deliver as an individual, but not just a mere law for an individual or for a political institution. No, I don't enslave myself to a political institution that drifted away from it, manifest or what it intends to do. So now, as you can see, I don't need to tell you, you can see you are reading the political variables, you can see the wind of change, you can see the groundswell of support goes towards Ambassador Joseph Nima. I know in subsequent time as the program progressive, you'll be asking me why am I why did Joseph and not another person. So, but I like to say to you in a very clear tone that we should learn how to put country above party interest. So the CDC have Dutch, the CDC have abandoned the hope of the people that that want to be in the CDC. So this is why you see people are trooping the people are leaving the party. So for a ruling party, to be struggling at this stage, going to a very crucial election, it tells you, or it's a clear demonstration that the party or the government as a whole has not performed. But
What is this your definitions of the war struggling when the coalitions of democratic change accumulated an impressive number during the first round, and even the unity party now you now support or you are now supporting is even trailing beyond the coalitions of democratic change. But you are here saying that the coalitions of democratic change is struggling. What is your definitions about struggling? Because people will want to understand. Uh, the fight that CDC champions the league after the recent result was announced by the chairperson of the National Elections Commission. Speak to the fact that there are other loopholes that need to be amended within the CDCs. So speak about your own definitions about what you term as struggling.
If you look at the results of the just in the October pool,
Mhm.
and if you were to do is statistics or of the previous number, and then looking at this party as a ruling party or the government as a whole, so you come to realize that uh, according to the result, the vote margin between the two parties, between the CDC and the Union Party, was somewhere around 7,000, right? The both parties accumulated 43% no percentage of the of the vote. So CDC as a ruling party, was able to obtain or was able to go neck to neck with the opposition party. It speaks volume. It tells you a lot. And from the recipients or the genesis of the campaign, the CDC was noted for the slogan, one round victory. CDC was the
But
one.
you also champion the issues of one round victory. Was it not sincere? Is it that you were not very sincere about this quote unquote one round? You were also championing, even though the CDC was actually anchoring one round, but you were on the other hand championing the call for one round.
And I will tell you, the one round slogan was actually initiated by the CDC. So, but also the United Party also, blew a scene one round trumpet, and I can tell you for all indication that the United Party was very much right enough to champion a one round victory. But we'll delve into the outcome of the Ottawa Temple to tell you how the United Party actually perform, or what are the reasons why the United Party did not win on a first round ballot. But unlike the CDC that was beating the North Strong, that was beating all of the, making all of the North, and then having state resources to its disposal, and the Cuban party with all the money, all the resources. The last time I checked, the city brought in 150 pieces of vehicle for that campaign. They are in control of the country resources, so you can see the way the money is being spent by the governing party. The Union Party doesn't have money to spend, but the city is spending all of them. Has spent according to their own campaign. Chairperson Eugene Nahui, uh, the Union Party was raising around $50 million for campaign. Can you imagine in a strong economy like ours, for a Union Party to look to raise $50 million for campaign? What does it say to you? Because campaign is not about, as a ruling party, this is why you see the ruling party is always on the defensive, because they have had the opportunity for 6 years to govern. So your work or what the party, the government will achieve will be a form of campaign, is a form of campaign by itself. If the government does well, you don't need to tell any citizen that the government did this, X, Y, Z. No, your governing style, the way you govern the country, the tangibles that the citizens can see for themselves are form of campaign for the equivalency.
But
So
there,
unless the opposition, that is not in power or does not have access to state resources, so you can clearly understand. And basically, the work of the opposition is to show that they keep the government feet to the fire.
what could I
And
do that?
the opposition, specifically the Union Party, has been very effective and efficient in doing that for the last 5 or 6 years.
What could I do that? The government from the onset actually feared the collaborations of the oppositions, owing to the fact that you had the likes of the Alexander Cummings who headed the PPP, even though he didn't come the third place as what many Liberians predicted he would have taken. Some people could say that looking at the fact that the CPP has crossed over, some members of the CPP has crossed over to the ruling coalitions, is another added advantage for the ruling coalitions of Democratic Change. And on that basis, they are of the conviction that the ruling coalitions of Democratic Change will definitely perform well in these elections. We just have a few days into the elections. Don't you think so?
Um, I think, and I hold the opinion and the view that the few handfuls or the few executive committee members of the CPP, cross over to the CDC, would make no difference for the campaign of of President Weah, of a re-election of President Weah. They bring nothing extra to to the campaign. You know what I'm saying? And one thing that we will understand, and it is important, we're not going to discredit political parties making alliance, or joining one of the two parties that that are in the runoff. And again, and as far as I know, except somebody can just prove me or you can prove me wrong, no political party as an institution have endorsed the re-election of President Weah. All those who have endorsed the President re-election have been individuals or group of individuals, right? And unless Ambassador Joseph Nyababa, the ACO, the LPP, the GDM, that can tell in the election.
And we saw a faction of the GDM, the Graduate Development Movement. I thought they endorsed the presidential bid of Joseph Dimabwaka. The next day, we witnessed the majority bloc endorsing the ruling coalitions of Democratic Change. We saw Matthew Dablo, who was the vice senator bearer to Lucille F. Kamara. We saw him endorsing the ruling coalitions of Democratic Change. So let's speak to the fact that almost all of the endorsement that Joseph Waka has received over the last few days since the declaration of the campaign runoff has been a divided endorsement. What is your opinion? Are you still of the convictions that this kind of endorsement will definitely propel Joseph Waka to the presidency?
I don't agree when you say and the breakaway or faction of ACO or other political parties, that pledge that support the Ambassador Joseph Waka, presidential bill, pardon. ACO as an institution took a decision. Even during the day of the endorsement of the former vice president, the Senate Bureau was there. And so the party chairman of ACO was present. The Secretary General, Mr. Masari, was also present. The dear brother Frank. The entire structure and leadership of ACO was present. So if Mr. Dabo, for any reason, when and negotiated with the CBC and said, "Oh, we are coming to endorse you," and the other people, we are, the party are broken away. We are, we feel that the decision, that is appropriate, and they have the right to do so. But for us fairness, for us sincerity, it's only fair enough for us to say that ACO endorsed President Weah. So those reminiscence, I refer to them as reminiscence. Those were reminiscence of ACO who just decided. And going forward, said, I don't want to dignify, Matthew Dabo, because Matthew Dabo was an ability to ACO.
Why consider Matthew Dabo as an ability to ACO?
The course of
I bash him for his decision to take.
No, not necessarily decision, but he brings nothing extra to the to ACO, because the essence of picking is valve, valve running bit, is to ensure, as the constitution says that no two parties come from the same country, right? So if you are selected for Tigma, to form an alliance or to run as vice president to somebody from one country or any other country, if you like, the reasons for which you have been picked is not only because you come from a different country and they may want somebody, for two different countries can have contest on the same thing. It's also that you can be able to contribute towards the numerical strength of the party, so that you can deliver your country, to that particular arrangement. Unlike the case of Matthew Dabo, how many votes did Apple obtain in Vancouver County? Tell the record. Apple performed. That's when he came out. The man could not deliver came out to Apple. So it tells you that he doesn't have really any political development. So the endorsement of President Weah doesn't have anything new. It doesn't have anything. The number is with the party. So the entire party endorsed the presidential bill of Ambassador Joseph Dimabwaka. So those who, I mean, to have been rumor, there were some exchanges, money exchange hands. I don't have the file, but I got the information. So whatever thing that occur or that happen between them, for me, is that it has no bearing, on ACO. Actually, the leadership of ACO, even the GTM that you're talking about, the leadership of GTM. I think your media institution was there when when the leadership or the Senate Bureau of the GTM was pledging support to the presidential bill of Ambassador Joseph and Nima Parker. The entire party leadership was also present. So there will always be few, handful of individuals that all want to break away, that all want to chase, their personal gain or to seek their personal advancement. Because according to the Senate Bureau of the GDM, he said that he was approached There was some offer made to him, but he turned it down because he believed at this stage that people needs to be rescued. Like somebody who has the ability to take the country from the shackle of poverty back on the destitution. And the only person who provides that opportunity is nobody going back to Joseph Nabaka. So this is why the GDM are completely they targeted act, one of the targeted act of our country. They want to say Google. He also endorsed Joseph Nabaka. So you will see the avalanche, the barrage lengthening of endorsement, right? Unlike the CDC that was endorsed by a few group of people, he said two youth here of social party endorsed. These are not serious endorsement.
So let's take the conversation back in their base. Uh, oh, going to the fact that the UP party or the UP alliance performed dismally within the Southeast region, even though there are some of you who argue that there were a lot of foul play owing to the fact that you people now had a well coordinated watch team into that particular part of the region. So what could be if you have strategies, are you guys put up your strategy to ensure that we don't see a replica of such situations that took place in the southeastern region?
Uh, I can say this to you with our stupor that what happened in the first round will not be repeated in the second round. This is why I said to you on the genesis of the discussion that this election was actually a one round election, but because there were some mistakes along the way, and the United Party was very mature enough to own up, to those mistakes that led us into the second round, or that brought this far, in terms of going to the second round. So I can say this to you with the addition of those who have come aboard and the sex and the the kind of cordial working relationship, the way the party has been structured, the way the campaign has been structured in terms of rectifying the wrongs in the first one. I can say this in a very clear and fact too, that the mistakes that happened in the first round will not be repeated in the second round. Do you know that the election was marred with so many irregularities, especially in the southeast? There were reports of ballot stuffing, there were reports of people voting multiple times. There were so many irregularities that happened in the southeastern part of the country, in the first round. But like I said, the UP have come up to a supporter, have taken the responsibility and said, oh yes, we did not do well in some places, but we can assure you that going to the second round, we have put all mechanisms into place. We have ensured that all of the right things that we need to do have been put in place, and we can guarantee our our supporters that their votes will be protected. The last time I listened to former Mr. Amakun and now Senator Elect Babu County, he has been added to the team as the coordinator, the general coordinator, and he has assured us, even in the Dillon of Masoro County, Senator Yukika Lauren, Senator Prince Boy, and the entire rescue team have assured its supporters that their vote will be protected. What happened in the past will not be allowed to happen. This is why the party have been able to deploy over 14,000 people working across the nation. I can say this to you, in all fairness, that there will be people watch us in all the polling rooms across the length and breadth of the Republic of Liberia. The university is going to have representation in all of the polling places across the country.
So,
You can guarantee that.
yeah, some political pundits who understand the length and breadth of Liberia politics and also say that uh, even if the Unity Party shall deploy what they term as the best strategies, it will not automatically change the narrative owing to the fact that the southeastern folks have always stood by President George Weah. So what is this overall strategy that you guys want to do? What does this strategy seek to uncover?
One thing we have been able to do is not to dismiss the fact that the incumbent is not popular in the Southeast. We have never dismissed that fact. We are aware of the popularity that it has in the Southeast in terms of numbers, the way the Southeasterners vote. But what we are saying to you is that the numbers that came out in the first round were not realistic numbers. They are not sincere numbers. We know, there's a big possibility that if I win in the Southeast, yes, we cannot dismiss that. But what we are saying is that our vote was suppressed. The number that that the incumbent government inflated, because of because of our failure, not to have poor shots across those polling places. So the ballot stuff, we put ballot stuffing, the video footages that show, ballot boxes were confiscated in other places, people were voting multiple times. So those are reasons that led to the high number of votes that the incumbent got, right? That the incumbent received. But going to the second round, with all of the mechanism, with all of the framework, with all of uh, the, the infrastructure that have been put into place, I can say this to you that the number that the incumbent obtained in the first round will dwindle. It was dropped drastically,
Look,
and our number will step up. Even if they win in Southeast, but they will not win with the kind of margin that they won with in the first round. We can say that.
looking at that, looking at the high possibilities of the southeastern region still falling to the ruling coalitions of democratic change, and looking at the fact that J1 Gong some prominent Nevadians have also endorsed the re-election, the elections date of Joseph Waka. What do you think? Is it that the Niba County is going to definitely move in the direction of Joseph Waka as opposed to what Joshua and Joshua is going to receive a very small number from Nima County? Is it that what you see?
So before I go to or address that concern, let's do a little bit of analysis, statistics. The entire southeast, I think it comprises of about 6 counties.
Yes, just counties of Brangida,
Rivergy, Maryland, Grand Crew, Sano, Brangida, and the rest. If you look at the total number, if you merge, if you put all of the 6 counties together, they are around 300,000. And Nima alone has 300,000, 307,000 rest of photo, right? So Nima can enter into the southeast, can do the damage, or can erase whatever lead that the CDC might have in the southeast. But in the first round, I don't need to tell you the number can speak for itself. The number don't lie. We usually say. So the number that the UP accumulated in the first round, that number is going to quadruple. Why? Because the person who came second to Senator Prince Johnson in the senatorial race in Nima County also endorsed Ambassador Joseph Mapaka, Nyantuan, right? Tewon Gonglo also performed very well in Nima County. I think he can tell.
But looking at the fact that Eddie Gongo were another doctor of Nima County, and even though she competed against Prince Johnson, she never won the elections, but she is still respected in the ballot politics of Nima County. She recently endorsed President George Weah and said, and at her endorsement ceremony, she said she will urge the people of Nevadians, she urged the Nevadians in general not to be very ungrateful. Don't you think that people actually buy into what she said and actually Joshua to get an impressive numbers as opposed to the first round?
Without the addition of let's assume that Ide is on the team of the voting party. She's just passing for President William. But I'm also telling you that her brother who can tell the election is supporting the Union Party. Now, so there are more forces, there are more Nimarian who are supporting even the biggest Nima organization called Nima Kwado, also endorsed Ambassador Joseph Nima Bwaka. So have either won an election before? Do you have a record? No. Either contested on multiple occasions.
But she still remains as an influential figure in the country.
In the last time I even checked, the guy who is the chair of team either way, pledge his support to Joseph Bwaka. He said either is supporting the presidential the re-election of the president on her own. So they who are the members, they who brought to the limelight, they who are the supporters are not following her. So she's still as an individual. So she brings nothing else. The Nimana would have vote. She talked about the last time I listened to her. She talked about the Nimana should not be ungrateful because the person had done X, Y, and Z. So if the person had done X, Y, and Z, why did the Nimana vote against him in the first round massively? So you cannot nothing can change in 1 2 weeks or 1 week time. She even admitted that she was giving pick up, some money to campaign for the president. So it tells me either will be a victim in this election. She's not going to win. She have no history of winning an election in Nima County. So man her support the votes will soar beyond expectation. A person will even obtain 10,000 votes in my country, and then it means very perform. No matter I'm going to vote for whomever JMB, trust me.
Nigerians are going to vote overwhelmingly for GMB. Let's look at local count because during the course of elections time, we look at the vote region to determine the possibilities of one becoming the presidency. So let's look at local county where George Weah did. Some people could argue that George Weah did well as opposed to 2017 when he contested.
Sure.
He actually won 14 counties during the 2017 elections, and Lofa County was one of the counties that stood up beyond Joseph Boakai. Some have argued over the period of time that what the Lothians did in 2017, they didn't see it that much on grounds that the likes of Thomas Fala have been able to change the narratives around the likes of Star Joseph, some other folks from local county who are currently working in the coalition's government. What is your view? Is it that the Lothians are going to recalibrate to stand beyond Joseph Dimabaka this time around?
There are several factors that led to Ambassador Weah or President Weah accumulating the votes that in local county, and those factors have been worked on. For instance, Thomas Fala was able to choke people from Sierra Leone, people from Guinea, brought them into Fuya to vote for him. And those people also voted for President Weah. And then the variables that play in the first one for which President Weah got his vote would not be allowed. I'm a Lofa, especially I'm a Lofian. I just spoke with my uncle this morning from Lofa, right?
And what did he say? What did he say about the momentum?
The momentum is high. It is building up. Trust me. In the first one, Ambassador Joseph Boakai obtained 77,000 votes. I can say this to you: that vote will reach 100, or it was supposed to exceed 100. The Lofia are going to stand beyond that song. So those things that happen in the first round, for which Lofia voted the way they voted, we are not going to beat our people for that. We can understand the prevailing condition, the prevailing circumstances that led to their action. But I can say this to you. For clear term, that Ambassador Joseph Niman Boakai, we Lofian, we are noted for standing for our own, for standing behind our own. And trust me, in the words of, let me borrow the words of the field General Green of the CDC, who said, and take it to the bank. So you can bank this, that on Tuesday, Lofia will warmly vote for Ambassador Joseph Niman Boakai.
Lofians will definitely vote for Ambassador Joseph Niman Boakai. So, over the fact that the National Elections Commission has announced the result, particularly for in Moxorado County, which is regarded as the vote reach county, and Nimba comes second, Bon County and other counties, those are the vote reach county. Is Joseph Boakai going to definitely prove his strength in Moxorado County as he did during the just ended electionary process, owing to the fact that the folks within the CDC has been more engaged into the house-to-house campaign in a bid to urge people to actually support the re-elections effort, citing that the issues about free wild situations, the issue about the issue about the free tuition policies, which many Liberians are actually benefiting from, the issues about some other key developments this government has been able to bring to the Liberian people. Don't you think that owing to those strategies, owing to those money that have been dished out in Moxorado County particularly, don't you think that it will be able to shape the dynamics?
The last time the president was seen on a heavy downpour of rain, the rain was beating the president. So I heard you, enumerating, naming all of the things that the president have done. You talk about YC, you talk about this, you talk about SYC. If those things were actually done sincerely, why is the president on the ring? Why is the ring beating the president?
But the president is also engaged into the house-to-house campaign.
Yeah, I'm not seeing an equivalent president campaign as compared to the way President Weah is campaigning. President Weah is only campaigning as though he's in the opposition, right? Even when we were in opposition, President Weah did not campaign the way he's doing now. So something is just not right. Something is just not right. You understand? You shouldn't be beating the president. people are boasting, the city is boasting of too many development. The person has done this, and they always attach number since 1847. This has never happened. Since this never happened. All these things that the city is naming. Why are they campaigning more in the opposition? Why are they struggling? Why are they begging people? Why are they putting rice in plastic bag?
Want to argue that they
Right?
have been very, very sincere about what they have done over the
So I,
over the
you know,
past
to be
five
fair,
and a half years.
I just said to you,
Mhm.
your work is a campaign. The first campaign of a politician is the work you do. So your work will speak for you. We do some engagement, but not at an exponential level or at a speed, as though your opposition. Ambassador Baka has not become president for Liberia before. He has not become president for Liberia. So if his campaign became order to ensure that he win the election, become president, you can understand that, right? But the government was in power for 6 years, for 5 or 6 years. So all of the things that they did, all the good things for which Liberians today are living better than they were living in the past, those things will speak for them. So they should not be hurting their head. The last time you see citizen, someone like Secretary of CDC putting rice in plastic bag, I dare you these are people to cup of rice. The CDC have drifted from a manifesto. The CDC is a history now. After Tuesday, there will be no more CDC. CDC has come has collapsed. The CDC has collapsed. The CDC has met have met a political Guadalupe. The city has come up completely politically, and they are disintegrated. So do not be careful. People should be carried away by these things that CC is doing. All of these things. They come all over the place. They try to pretend. CC is a pretentious party. They pretend. They can be struggling, but they'll pretend as though all is well. But we know that all is not well. And I can say this to you. Do you know how many people believe in us? We serve the citizen for so many years. So we speak to citizens and they listen to us. So we are saying now, look at the proliferation of drugs on the market in the country. Kush has taken all that people. The last time I was individually, I saw young people on drugs. More than 50 young people just in one place taking drugs. What is the government doing? What is the government effort in terms of fight before again drugs? The last time, some foreigners that were confiscated, with millions of drugs. Today, those people were free by the court and they are going by their business. The last time, right here, adjacent this very facility, the highest quantity of drugs, illicit drugs, was from just a true story from where we are sitting. What is the government strategy in terms of the fight against drugs? Today, there is visible hard time. Poverty is growing 3 piece goes through on the street. Liberians are suffering. Then you can ever imagine this is the worst suffering that Liberians have ever endured in the history of this country. People are suffering quite 3 times that they even suffer on an area past between. So the government and the party, the government officials only care about themselves. The person we have been person in less than in only 8 to 9 months, he begin to invest gun culture for himself, condominiums or build for himself. So the person maybe these are reasons. This is some of the reasons that you see after the CDC in 2019. Because you can come to power to alleviate the poor people to ensure that the life of the other people are improved. Then you start to amass wealth for yourself. You start to build all the farm property for yourself. Person we have getting rich more in the country. You have gotten more money. He has become richer than even like Biwa. See the properties that he owned today. He did not have this property when he was in opposition.
Let's talk about other things. Few days ago, there was this remarkable news, which of course many of the people from the ruling establishment have started to celebrate, and they are now saying that even though they are now saying that even though there were some other difficulties during the lines, but owing to the fact that the government under President Buhari has made some significant gains in the MCC scorecard, and they foresee a very good Liberia under Josh Weah. What is your making? Even though despite the chief financial expert of the government, Samuel X. Twe, was even bullied by some students and he was even chased outside of the campus. Is it that the resolutions or about this rescue mission is resonating among the people as well as the conscious group of the society?
My brother, let me say this to you that the Liberian people have made up their mind already. It is just about that the people can be JMB, all across the country. You see the grand of support. You see the massive support oozing towards Ambassador Joseph Nima Boakai. It is the man that the people want. He is the man of the movement. Now, since it's not what we don't injury return. I said it, I used to, the people of Liberia, if you do a sample, if you go now as we speak, go on the street, sample the views of Liberia, you'll come to realize that Liberians are resolved to elect Ambassador Joseph Boakai as the next president of the Republic of Liberia. We talk about the MCC. A day after the MCC, after it was announced, a day after it was announced that the government did well in the MCC, in the Millennium Challenge Compact, they got 14 or 20, right? They did well. The next day, the Minister of Finance was booed, was chased out of the GW Gazing facility.
What does that mean?
It tells you that um, those things, because if you say the fiscal policy of the government is prudent. The government is doing well. The government is performing fiscal wise. Money, the fiscal policy of the country, is doing well, and the government have passed the MCC. It must trickle down on the life of the other people. The last time, the MCC is set up in a way that when you win, or when you score high mark, there are benefits that come along, right? So why is the benefit? Why the labor? What the labor, in the final analysis?
People
What
are
is the
exactly going to
benefit?
be feeling the impact of the benefit
What the last time was
the next fiscal year, because we are actually in 2023, and by 2024 fiscal year we are actually going to be experiencing
by 2024,
yeah,
before the MCC will come out with the benefit of the government, right?
that is what the report see.
Okay, all right. So, but the thing is, you cannot, like I always, tell people, you cannot intellectualize something. Mr. 12 full of too much political rhetoric, he play on words and all of these things. Those things are not making impact in the life of the people. The people are concerned, about the bread and butter issue first. How the government see the price of basic commodity, they have skyrocketed. The highest price we all bought rice under the UP government was somewhere around 2,000, right? But today rice, the price of rice have shot. It is around almost nearly 4,000. In some places in the hinterland, you find about 5,000, 6,000. You know what I'm saying? So the people are not feeling the impact. The government is only self-centered. Only few people are benefiting at the detriment of the mass of the people. Officials in the city government are getting richer, while the other people continue to punch below the poverty ladder. This is unfair.
Yeah, this is a personal question, and I don't want you to generate any personal feelings about this particular question. You being a member of the CDC, you to some extent you managed to convince a lot of people who once said that I not buy into this politics about CDC, but you were able to through your intellectual powers, you were able to convince them, and now that you are no longer with the CDCs on ground that the CDCs, in your opinion, has miserably failed, has actually performed less below what your anticipations were. So how are the people reacting to you now that you are convincing them again? The last time I spoke with you, you said you were actually in the field canvassing and screaming for Joseph Waka, as you people have already coined it. You people are screaming for Joseph Waka. How is it that the people? Is it that the people are speaking some of those things? Is it that the people are not really believing in what you are saying, or is it that the CDC has managed to hamper your relationship with one of those people who once believed in you?
So this is why I always use myself as an example. Do you know how many people that I have the ability to convince? Now, do you know people support us because of me? I personally had influence or have influence on people to support the CDC. I canvas. I told people to support the CDC in the opposition because I felt that the CDC was there for the other people. I saw it as a beacon of hope. I saw the CDC as a church the campaign? No. So it was 6 years months in the pres- in the presidency of President George when I started plans and that the government was that the government was you know was about to or was going to crumble or collapse. I saw some in 2019. I didn't just take the decision now. In 2019, I distanced myself from the CDC. I stopped affiliating with the CDC because I was waiting to see if they were, recalibrated, if they were, put their ass together, in the interest of the Liberian people. But since 2019, I've been neutral. I've been cool. The last I supported system, they don't. So this is why I'm not taking membership in any political party. But where the voice of the people are going, what are going decide to go, what the will or change is going, and honestly speaking, Joseph Baga presents a better alternative in these elections than
Okay,
President William.
that is
He
okay, folks.
provides a better alternative. He has a distinguished public service record. The man has served for 25 years in public service. There have been no sting of corruption. Incredible. There have been no sting of corruption on Joseph Boakai. And the only way that we can move forward, I always say this to people, if we want to call the progress or to move in the right trajectory, we must find honest people without an honest leader. No country will make progress. And Liberia needs an honest leader. And the only honest person, the person who have demonstrated honesty and sincerity in the body politics of Liberia is Ambassador Joseph Boakai. So on the basis of that, I think he's better for us. He has the experience, he has the knowledge, and he has the proven track record, of success in all the places that he served. So he's not a normal presidency. He's coming to the presidency with vast level of experience, from a vast president, someone who spent 5 years in the enemy regime, who understands governance and what it means, you know. So like the CC that provide no authority, what the president will say to you in 2017, what does he what have he said in his campaign? Has he ever explained anything to us? What has been his message to the Liberian people? He has no message. The CC has no message. The CC only trying propaganda, fake propaganda. So they have no option. They provide no alternative to the problem of this country. But the Judge Imam is better for us. And he's the one that can take this country, that can push this country, that can take this country from the dream, from the gutters. That brother is going down. And attempt to give person where not since there'll be we might have no country that we might be in existence again. The country is going down. What they say all state of the country is broken. All fabrics of this country is broken. Corruption is all over the place without any measure, without any punitive action. So what can the government boast of?
So another questions that keep bubbling in the minds of a lot of Liberians, especially over the fact that the Joseph Boakai, or one could agree that Joseph Boakai is actually the best alternative for the Liberian people. But owing to the fact that one of the reasons why a lot of people feel very disappointed about the WLF region is the fact that Georgia has not been able to establish, to some extent, Georgia has ignored the call for the establishment of the war and economic record. Looking at the fact that now Joseph Numa Boakai, who has automatically, to some extent, been attracted to by many Liberians. Do you it Joseph Boakai prioritizing the establishment of the war and economic crime court based upon the current relationship he has with Senator Prince Johnson, the likes of Bob Naked, the likes of Yet Oliver, and other people?
But in the first place, those people you just name are people who have championed the establishment of the World Economic Council School of people. They have never disagree, or they have never refused for the code to be established. Prince Joseph have said it repeatedly that the code, if anyone wants to be the code can come. You know, they can have said that repeatedly. Joshua Blind, Bob Naked have said that as well. That the World Council can come. Because which political party in this country beat the loudest drum or made the loudest noise about the establishment of the World Economic Council compared to the CDC? It was the CDC. They were the campaigner, they were the proponent for the establishment of the World Economic Council. The last time I checked, I was there, but at the embassy, we have a homework strike. We want to petition the embassy so that the World Council can come. Chairman Model. The CDC champion for the World Council to be established. But the moment they got in, negotiation, political negotiation with Senator Johnson, they decline. The CDC decline. So the CDC have never lived up to its promises.
Is
They
it that
like it.
United Party is also going to decline it?
But even the vice president or the vice running mate have repeatedly said that he support and they're going to push for the establishment of the World Economic Council. Senator Jeremiah have said that. The Senate bill, Ambassador Joseph Boakai, the vice Senate bill, and even those who that he just need, who are considered quote unquote war criminals, they have said they said that they are open and they are not shying away from the court. So it is a government that refuse. So yes, you see all the places talking, any government will cover for 2 years, Joseph Boakai 1 year, cover for 2 years. Who stopped the CDC from conducting audit? CDC have never conducted, and the people, even the CDC, partisans, or don't want any government, have challenged the CDC, have begged them to audit the any government. They have refused. So you can be complaining. You get to one side of the mouth and you talk different on the other side of the mouth. So the CDC have refused. They are the governing party. They have followed the state architecture so that the sponsor they can conduct audit, they can do anything they want to do. So why have they refused? Why have they refused to conduct an audit of the past regime? Who is responsible for that? You have this responsibility as a ruling party. So why are they shifting? This is why I always say to people, I always the CDC is not a responsible party. You can have authority in your hand. At the same time that you complain me why the other people are corrupt. When you get those people that you said are corrupt, you get prosecuted. You have the authority to do that instead of you complaining. So there's no need for the city to complain.
So, okay, now that you have said all of those things, you have championed, you have been framing for Joseph Walker, you have been encouraging a lot of people. What do we folks, what do we expect to see after November 14th if Joseph Walker, based upon the outcome and the turnout of Liberian people, if Joseph Walker is announced the president, is the next president of the Republic of Liberia? What are some of those key things that Joseph Walker is going to prioritize, even though people have frowned against Joshua over the fact that he has deliberately refused to fight, deliberately refused to combat the fight against corruptions, the other key other issues. What do we hope to see on a Joseph Walker's led government?
The first thing is that Ambassador Joseph Nima Boakai have already told the Liberian people how he intends to govern the country. They have crafted a policy document. They have been synchronized into an acronym called ARREST, to rule, agriculture, right? Tourism, sanitation. So those things, those are the key areas that the incoming president or the former vice president intends to tackle. Those are places that will bring huge academic return. Example, tourism. We have so many tourist sites. Even country like Gambia is surviving on tourism. Gambia, majority of Gambia or most of Gambia income generation is from tourism, right? So we can explore the tourism area. Even uh, agriculture. When the former vice president was agriculture minister, the Green Revolution, his record, his history as the agriculture minister, he performed, very well. So he has the experience. His manifesto, his platform is the rest. And those are the areas that the former vice president intend to focus on: sanitation, health, rural, and all of the rest is been broken down into subsections.
So,
So the
what
former
do
vice
I do that?
president, the former vice president, unless you tell me what is the platform of the CDC, what is the CDC running on, or have they amended, have they done an amendment of their POPO or the PAPD? Even the PAPD, they didn't even live up to what is instructed in the PAPD. So unless the former vice president who has a focused man, who has a plan on how to govern the country. So the former vice president is coming to govern it after October 14, uh, after January 26. What they did is when he shall been inducted to office, you will see a responsible leadership. Liberia will regain the start of Liberia. We will become a country of focus. People will start to investors to start to come in. How can investors come in this current regime when there are proliferation of death, virtualistic killing, people are dying without any investigation, The last time three Liberians, Liberia, that in Bonkante up the night, no here, no tea, no explanation. It has gone down the drain. Uh, auditors have been killed. Auditors have died rather. Citizens are died without any closure to this death, no investigation. So the environment alone is not even safe for people to invest. But Joseph Parker leadership, you have a respected rather, you can't a business friendly or an investment friendly environment where people can be able to invest in because the first thing that an investor will consider is security. Nobody invests into a country that does not have security. The president told us the last time that we should be security for ourselves, that we have CCTV camera, yeah, from how many like breaking a TV, when people cannot even afford food to eat, people cannot even afford their daily bread. They asking them, you're making mockery of the people to provide CCTV, to provide camera, to provide CCTV for themselves. And the function of the government, one of the main reasons, one of the singular more reason of a government is to provide security for their people, to provide security for their citizens. So if the government is telling us to provide security for ourselves, then it means that we don't have a government. Literally there's no government in place. So we will have a responsible leadership abroad. We want to be respected in the community of nations. I can tell you, just about is going to restore the governing senator of this country. We're going to restore respectability. You understand? The last time there was passport gate, Milton gate, as far as fair, Liberian passport were being sold to criminals, to drug peddlers. Liberian passport were commercialized, all of that. Our passport did not have any value. So all these verses, all the negative verses are things that Ibadan is going to tackle. And he has no correctness. So anybody who is coming is going or who will work, or who will be chosen, or who the president will consider that president if he's elected in the matter of power to work along with him. The man does not have criminal record. So if you come in government, you still know, So one of the reasons why this decision I felt of this man is because his stance, his zero tolerance on corruption. Because he's not going to take it lightly. He's going to fuck corruption hands down because he has a proven record. He has demonstrated sincerity in public service. So corruption is the fabric of this country. This country is back because of corruption.
So now there is an exuberance outside there relative to was a campaign closure on today. What message do you have for fellow partisans and supporters and sympathizers who unanimously support the presidential efforts of Ambassador Joseph Demokwakat?
I like to say this to all rescuers, all those who believe in the leadership ability of Ambassador Joseph Niman Bwaka, that on Tuesday, today, as we do, this is a pre-victory march. We are doing a pre-victory march because we are going to win this election on Tuesday. So this is just a pre-victory march. You can see, I think your reporter is in the feed.
Yeah, yeah.
You can speak to him. He will tell you the convergence of Liberia. The way the people are coming out. So in terms of cry, the Union have beaten the citizen in that cry argument since September 17th. That issue of cry is not an argument again. The citizen does not argue on cry again. They have, they are left the issue of cry argument because they know that they are being outshone. When the masses are resolved, it's not about Joseph Barker. I always told people, this is about Liberia. This is about your own welfare. Look at your life. 5 years ago, if you feel your life is better, then vote George. Yeah. But I can say this for you, that poverty and hunger expectation is all over the place. So the people of themselves are taking charge of this campaign, of this process. So this is why on Tuesday they're going to mind their vote. After voting, will be around. We will mind our vote. We will ensure that this vote will not be stolen. We are being informed. We are getting intel. Our intelligence bureau have informed us that they are playing, so that this result can be trusted. But I can say this to you and all other members of the rescue team under the sound of my voice that go out. Do not be afraid. The party and the leadership of the campaign have put in measures, have put in mechanisms. Go and vote. Your vote will be protected. In the morning, the first thing you do, go on the line, vote. The line will not be long as compared to the first one because we don't have two options. Go and vote for Joseph Barker, and come. It will not be like the first time, you have senators, you have representatives, and all of that. So it will be very easy. Just come out to vote. Do not say They will cheat. They will cheat. No, do not mind that cheating mentality. We will mind our vote, even if they are playing for them to cheat. Those players have been already cracked. Those players have been exposed. So there's no room for cheating. Just go and vote. Go and vote so that we end the issue of push. So we end the issue of bad governance, veteran killing, insecurity. So all these bad practices, that have been governed our country for the last 5 or 6 years can be resolved or can be solved. You have the opportunity. You have the trump card. Your vote is a trump card. Let's do this together. Let's rescue Liberia. Liberia is perishing. Liberia is in dire need. We need to save this country, or else Liberia will keep going down, going down. Because these people have no plan for this country. They're only interested in amassing wealth for themselves. So do not say that Liberian. I can tell. I know that you're eager, you're angry. You want to change, you want to change the city government. They have failed. They have refused to meet up with their social responsibility. So on the basis of that, I'm encouraging all of you, Liberian, even if you are from the ANC or the CPP, do it for Liberia. Do not mind exactly. Do not mind what's happening. Do it for Liberia. People have money, got money, but you are the one that put the pinch, the economic pinch, economic reality. They've been failed by you. So do not mind them. Go and vote for Joe Biden. If you are from any of the parties, do not say go and vote Joe Biden. Do not say because exactly say you put nobody. So no, vote Joe Biden. You still have an opportunity. This is about Liberia. This is not about who become president, or it's not about Ambassador Parker, but it is about rescuing the country. It's about setting the country from further decline. Because the country has already declined and it is declining. So in order for us to let's sink further, we must resurrect, rescue. And this honor is upon all of us. Tomorrow, everything will judge you. Somehow we took a breaks. We never see it. We are very sticky passing around. Going to court with other people, getting small money for ourselves. But we say, no, this is not why we stand for us. No people. We burst the storm. We muster the courage. We went through hard time. Things are not found out. We have been struggling there. But because of the love of country, it's not about what we do for ourselves in return, but it's about how things can be better. Nobody wants to be going to be begging there. You reduce the country to begging. Liberian and young people have been reduced to beggars. This is not the country we want. We want a country where the opportunity can be provided for all Liberians across the board, in spite of your political affiliation, religious background, culture, sex, or creed. We want all Liberians to have an opportunity to survive for themselves, not to live on begging and hand out. Oh. This is the kind of environment that the cities have created. Oh. They have created more beggars.
All right. So, because we are pressed up with time, do you have any parting comments? Because I want to try to connect with my reporter in a few who has been there for more than an hour, for several hours now. I want to try to connect with him so that we can bring him on live. It was nice having you, Sekou. Just give us a parting comment. And the next time we invite you here, we'll be discussing other issues pertaining to how those of us intend to actually govern this country. So let's do it.
So I want to say a very big thank you. I am grateful. I am actually elated to have this opportunity to speak to cross section of Liberian. I know how wide this platform is. I know the audience of this platform. So it was a unique opportunity being here at this hour, speaking to our people. So to all of our people, again, I'm about to close. I'm leaving. Let us help to save this country. This is not about Joseph Boaka. This is not about an individual. It is about you, your country, your children, the future of your children, in their own life. Do not allow the country to follow decline. The opportunity that we have now is November 14th. Let us ensure that this country is rescued. And the best person, the person who have demonstrated that, who have demonstrated solid leadership, who is prepared to ensure that he take on the mantle of authority to change the course of things in Liberia, to help elevate the people of this country, to make their life better, is Ambassador Joseph Nima Bwaka. Ambassador Bwaka provides a better option and alternative. On Tuesday, let us vote for Liberia. Let us vote for change, for genuine change, but not cosmetic change. And I always like to, Lena, close with this. Uh, Dr. Martin Luther King, one of the best that the world have ever produced, made a famous quote, and I always like uh, to state this quotation by Dr. King.
Yeah. Proceed.
He said, of discomfort and inconvenience. So do not mind what has happened on the course of 5 or 6 years. We have been victim. So we have braved the storm. Join us. Let it show that Liberia is rescued. On November 4, vote Ambassador Joseph Imam love, think, and build Liberia. Thank you so much for the opportunity and thanks for having me.
All right. So folks, that is the man Sekou Sharif.